Andy Dalton didn't have the arm to get the ball that fast downfield to a John Ross.
It's true. I mean, last year we saw it, even when Ross stayed healthy, that it wasn't necessarily a great match, right? And there was off-target passes, and that, Ross has a lot of flaws, but Andy Dalton didn't set him up for success necessarily.
No. If you get John Ross playing at his full potential, and he plays 3/4 or even half the games, you have enough receiving talent on the team that they can make up for it. He can be an explosive factor. You have to be strategic with a player like that.
I think that they're going to try to maximize his efficiency. He doesn't need 12 targets to make an impact. He can make a game-changing play with 3 targets and 2 handoffs.
I mean, this guy, John Ross, last year, the first 2 games, he was like the top receiver in fantasy, just to be clear. I mean, this guy was on fire. We know his potential, and it is as high as anybody's potential.
I think there's a reason TJ Houshmandzadeh has worked out with him as much as he has, because he believes in him. So if he can stay healthy this year, I think with that, Zach Taylor's offensive system, Joe Burrow, not Andy Dalton, I think Ross could have a big year and show Bengals fans why he was picked where he was.
You talked about some of the things Ross is doing. He has the masseuse, he has the trainer, he's the Olympic trainer, there's a lot of people training him.
If I were on the Bengals staff, and I've applied every year, and I'm still not there, the Bengals coaching staff, it's okay, you don't need me, I don't need you, that's fine. But if I were there, I would have some suggestions. Turmeric, is he taking turmeric? Is he using natural supplements? Ginseng creates stamina. It gets a person's muscles going, because these are not considered doping. You can use turmeric and ginseng, and they will not be picked up on any tests. You got to change the diet. You got to get bigger.
Well, he is bigger. For those who don't know, John Ross is thicker than Tyler Boyd from a muscle standpoint. John is closer to Gio than people realize from an arm standpoint.
We talked about a quarterback not being Andy Dalton, but Joe Burrow specifically is very suited for a guy like John Ross, because Joe Burrow is very smart. He leads receivers with the ball. He can improvise, he can buy time, and John Ross is the guy, when you buy time, he's going to make the big plays. And we saw a few times last year, when Andy Dalton and John Ross were not on the same page, is because John Ross was running free, maybe not the designed play, and Andy Dalton just doesn't have that ability. But Joe Burrow has that more than even other good QBs.
It's his ability to go off script. I'm with you. I think it's a good matchup, good combo. And here's the other reason I like Burrow with Ross. It isn't just the physical tools. The other side of Ross isn't just the injuries. It's the confidence. When you look at Joe Burrow and what he is, you can tell this dude is confident. He believes he's going to have success and he's going to be able to command a room. And he's already worked out with John. They worked out before the draft in California. And John was like, yeah, everyone's going to be able to follow him. And I think that, and this is something John agreed with, Burrow's confidence will be contagious and rub off on John. Not that John isn't confident right now, but I think when you have that quarterback, and this isn't a knock on Andy, he doesn't have that charisma, the it factor that Brady has, that Burrow, that Russell Wilson, that some of these quarterbacks
The swagger.
have. The swagger, the confidence, that's something that Burrow brings. And I think that's going to get the most out of John too, because that's something TJ Houshmandzadeh has. And he's trying to cement that into John, because they know that the physical traits are there with Ross. And it's just a matter of him being confident and staying healthy.